December 7th, and I'm recording this for December 8th, so this is going to be Vlogmas December 8th. So today it's a little chilly. I showed you it's about 40 degrees now, and it's foggy. It rained last night. I just got notice from the company I ordered the heater for my garage for, and it's been back ordered for about 3 or 4 days, so it's supposed to come in like 2 days, but it's been back ordered, so it's going to be a little bit before I can get that heater in. So hopefully we can get some work done today. So here is one of my biggest mistakes during reselling this year. I bought these puzzles. I bought 3 of them actually. They're Norman Rockwell's. I like Norman Rockwell, but I didn't notice one thing. There's no count of the pieces on the box. It just says over 500 pieces. But it doesn't tell me how many pieces there actually are. So I actually have to assemble the whole puzzle to figure out that all the pieces are here. I gotta do it twice more. I'm almost done with this puzzle, but I've still got 2 more to do. And hopefully I can actually get them done. And really, with the amount of effort that I've put into this, they're not really going to fetch that much as far as the amount of time I've put into it. So if you're going to resell puzzles like this, make sure you enjoy assembling puzzles, because you're going to have to assemble them if they've been opened before, or you're going to have to count up all the pieces if there is a piece count in there. So just keep that in mind when buying puzzles. So I did make it out to the garage today, and I have gotten a few things done, but not too much because it has been cold most of the day. But today we're going to talk eBay buyer scams. And these scams are all over the place, and these scams try to either scam sellers out of their items or out of their money or both. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I just received a return today. So that return is this DVD player sitting right here. Now, I sold a DVD player about a couple weeks ago. I think it was about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And I sent it out, and I got a return request for it. So, and they said it didn't work. So I said, go ahead and send it back to me. I allowed the return. So they sent me a DVD player. Alright, now I got to looking at this, and you can see that the plastic is yellowed. The DVD player I sent out didn't have yellowed plastic. So I have a trick to dealing with this type of return scam. This DVD player has a serial number on it. And I checked the serial number, and the serial numbers did not match. This isn't my DVD player that I sent out. What they did was they had one at home that was this model, so they bought mine, swapped my unit for their unit, and then returned their broken one to me and hoped that I didn't notice. Well, I noticed, because I always record the serial number and I put it in the listing. So they're not getting their money back for this particular DVD player, because this isn't my DVD player that I sent out. And I know they're going to file a dispute with buyer protection, and all I'm going to have to do is show them the serial number and take a picture of this one and say, look, they don't match. And eBay is going to side with me, and they're also going to make them pay me back for the shipping I paid to have them return the DVD player. So I'm going to get my money back, and they're not going to get any money back for this, because I've caught them at this scam. Now, this is a very, very common scam on eBay that people will run on electronics, and especially video games. Because a lot of people will scratch the crap out of their video games, go and buy a working copy on eBay, swap out the discs, and then send the scratch copy back to the seller for a refund. And a lot of the times I can catch that too, and a lot of times eBay will side with me as well. I see this scam a lot. It's happened to me about 4 times already in December. So you gotta be on the lookout for that. So when it comes to electronics and stuff that's serial numbered, always record the serial number and put it in the listing in the description. That way, if they try to pull this kind of swaparoo, you're gonna catch them at it. And always put it in the description where the buyer can see it, so that they know that you know what the serial number is. And I often try to take a picture of the serial number and put it in the listing as well. And that will help you win your case against eBay against these type of return scams. Another popular scam that I see on eBay is they will buy an item on your eBay store and then send you a message telling you that they put the wrong address on the item for shipping, hoping that you'll be willing to change the shipping address and send it to them at a different address. Now that's a big no-no, and you should never ever do that, because the instant you do that, you can lose your seller protection. Now sometimes eBay might side with you on this, but most times, if they say they don't receive it and you've changed the delivery address, eBay is going to hit you for it. And then you're going to have to refund the money, and most likely it's going to count as a strike against your store. Okay, so I was editing the video and I realized I forgot to tell you what the scam was. And the scam is when they ask you to change that shipping address, they are doing it with the intention of telling eBay that they never received the item, and then filing a complaint with buyer protection so they can receive a refund and receive the item for free, even though they're lying to eBay because they actually did receive the item. And this is why it's important, never ever change that shipping address without them filing a new order. Because if you do that, 9 times out of 10, eBay is not going to side with you as the seller. They're going to side with the buyer instead. So keep that in mind. And now back to the video. So never ever change shipping addresses. If you run into this, this is how I usually handle it. No, I cannot update shipping addresses. I can only send it to the one you provided on the order. However, if you wish to cancel the order, I will be willing to relist it as a private listing, so you can buy it again and give me the correct address. Now, if they're legitimate, they'll be willing to do that, and that way they get their money back, and then they can just reorder it and then you can send it to the correct address. But if they're a scammer, they're not going to be willing to, and they're going to complain and try and file something under the buyer protection anyway, and that's not going to work. So never ever change delivery addresses, because if they ask you, 99% of the time, they're trying to scam you out of the item and out of your money. So don't do that. So bottom line is, you need to be vigilant, and you need to work on a system to protect yourself against these scams. More often than not, if you just use your brain, and if something seems like a scam, it is a scam, and you shouldn't fall for it. That's all for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.